Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cat Above with Chris. It is Wednesday afternoon, the boys have got soccer tonight and football. I'm training as well. My last sort of week, I'll train once more next week and then I have an operation and then it's the sort of long 12 weeks recovery again. Hopefully with some good rehab and recovery I'll be back at work. I pulled this scent out, it is raining today, it's overcast, it's cloudy, I've got all the lights on and I'm going to use this bad boy. Barrister and Mann Diamond. Now this is the first soap that I ever received that was like totally out there, nothing, I never expected a soap to ever smell like this and I never expected to actually like the scent of a soap like this. Now I'm just going to wet my face. I do have the soap soaking, which I don't normally do with this soap. So the scent on this is just crazy. It smells like grass, sweet grass. Now there's supposed to be popcorn and beer in here. I can smell the popcorn, I can almost smell the sort of yeast and the malt from the beer. It just smells like you walk into a massive venue, a massive stadium that's grass turf, real grass turf, you know, not artificial. And that scent is just, it brings back so many memories. Now this is obviously based on baseball, but a big stadium with grass in it could be football, soccer, AFL, NFL, you name it. Right, the brush. I didn't actually take a photograph of this today, but it's my Matt Martin Brushguy brush. Now this is made over in the States. You can still get these. You can get these from Strike Gold Shave and West Coast Shaving. I think, I mean, the actual finishing on his brushes is great, but I think the actual pores for the resin is just outstanding. Just beautiful pores. Now this one is a 26mm, what's it called again? Boss knot. I think the other name for this was a game changer, but I think the actual knot, or he had to call this knot a boss knot because that was the name the manufacturer gave it. He didn't want to lead anyone to buy from another manufacturer, I don't know. But anyway, let's load this up. Now the soap base in here, I believe is Glissant, which is probably the 4th oldest soap base that Barrister and Mann have. The Barrister and Mann also had I'm going to go with that. I don't know whether that's enough, but I think it will be. Just going to scoop out the excess. Barrister and Mann also had a soap range out, or a soap base called the Lather range, L-A-T-H-A. Now it was very cheap, even over here in Australia. I think you could pick up like a new tub for about $15 Australian from the Stray Whisker. It's no longer made or available. You have to get it on buy sell trades and things. But that was a brilliant soap. In fact, it was so good, I rated it above the reserve base. I probably got the Barrister and Mann fans going, yeah, whatever mate, talking shit. But I honestly did. I found that Lather range to be so easy to work with. It was slick, protective. The lavender scent that I had, lavender, I think it was lavender, was a very, very nice scent. Right, God, this is real dry. I could be here for a couple of years. I need to get this done because obviously I need to go and pick the young bloke up from school. I love this scent, and on a day like this it smells even better. Look how dense that is. I'll just dip the brush, start painting some water in. I was having a conversation with someone as well over here in Australia. They're looking to buy some new soaps, or a new soap. I'd been using Mitchell's Wool Fat and then got a dodgy puck. So he asked me to recommend something in Australian stores that I could find. Yeah, I'd been looking at tobacco. And when I did a bit of a search on Beard and Blade, they had some Seville, Barrister and Mann Seville, in the Excelsior base. Now, having used the Excelsior base in Sairian, and I can't remember the name of the other one. The one where I've got the EDT for it, so I can't remember the bloody name of it. What's it called? It's called, yeah. Now, the Excelsior base is the best Barrister Man base that I've used. I would then put right after that probably Glissant. then the lather, and then reserve. That's how I would rate Barrister and Mann soap bases. So he pulled the pin on the Excelsior range, Excelsior base Seville, and he absolutely loves it. It's a great scent as well. I didn't really appreciate it, to be honest, in the beginning, up until I sold it, or I think I traded it, or I put it out in a raffle, I can't remember. But having now found a love for barbershop scents, I do kind of miss it, because it was a nice barbershop scent. Oh, here comes the rain. It's funny when you live in a country where it rains every day, like Scotland, nearly every day, you get so sick of the rain. And then you come to live in a country like Australia, especially Western Australia, where it hardly ever rains. It rains for about 2 months of the year, if you're lucky. And you get really sick of the sun. Sorry, I thought that was possibly my insurance company for my injury, but it wasn't, so they're gone. Trying to sell me some sort of online marketing thing that I don't bloody know. No doubt they'll ring me back. This soap is really, really dense today. I don't normally have it this dense. I'm just going to dip the brush now and just paint some more in. I might paint some more in. I would have actually loved to smell or use the splash to go with this. Look at that. What a stunning lather with the matching Brushguy brush and Barrister Mann Glissant. Right, I'm going to go with the Wolfman today. This is a WR1 with a 0.0 or a 0.61 blade gap. It is a dual comb, so it's got a comb on that side, open comb, and a solid bar on the other. Here we go, we'll start with the open comb. It's a day's growth, so I'm just going to one pass with the open comb and finish off with a close bar. I've got, I think this is about a 5th use Gillette Super Stainless Despoiler in here. Forget how much this razor sings, wow. This is still on loan from Surjan over at Rhodium Knots. I do find with this razor you've got to have a really light touch, even though it's a light razor. This razor really highlights to me how much or how insignificant a blade cap can be in terms of efficiency and aggression, because this is way more efficient and aggressive than my carve on a D plate, and this has got less, I think it's about the same blade gap as the A plate or the double A plate for the carve. Ooh, I've switched over to the solid bar. I'm so pleased, you know, with how much of a difference using a Chevette has made to my double-edged razor shaving. I think so far there's no weepers or anything like that. Feels very close, feels very comfortable. Very slick. Wow. The scent is brilliant. If you don't like the scent of grass and dirt, it's not for you. It's just as simple as that. This smells like grass and dirt mixed with popcorn and beer and a little bit of sweetness. But it's so well blended. Right, let's switch to the close bar. I mean, this is definitely, for me, it's not a daily shaver. I couldn't shave with this razor every day. It's just too much. If my shaving routine was every 2 days, this would be spot on. However, this is a day's growth. It's ploughing through, it feels very comfortable. You do have to be careful with it. You do not want to press with it really hard at all. You've got to put some sort of pressure on, but it's definitely not as smooth as the carve. In terms of locking the blade in and things, the carve is just on a different level. Right, I think I've got a few weepers from over shaving, but no irritation, I don't think. In fact, I can guarantee there's pretty much no irritation, surprisingly. I think you'd have to be mad not to agree with me that that was a fantastic shave, fantastic lather. The blade worked well, the razor worked well, the brush was exceptional. Sometimes things just work, you know. You can use the same products every day and then boom, you just get a shave out of the blue that's brilliant. This is one of those shaves, really enjoyed it. It's probably, I didn't enjoy it as much as I did with the Feather Artist Club or even the Carve, and that's down to the razor. I do like this Wolfman. Would I go out and buy one? Probably not. I think they're far too expensive for that type of shave. I'm expecting it to be exceptional shave quality, you know, like super smooth, super comfortable, very, very consistent. And albeit that I'm doing it daily shaves, I can tell you right now, this razor isn't built for someone with my skin for daily shaves. Is that a weeper there? It's not. Do you know what? I've got one weeper there, I think that's it. Other than that, pretty happy. I'm going to finish off now, I'm just going to wet my hands. I'll finish off with my trusted Australian Private Reserve Essentials Restoration Peptide Concentrate Serum, which, to be fair, has way exceeded my expectations. I did think it would be a good product. At no point did I think it would just be average. I did actually expect it to be pretty good. I didn't expect it to be this good. My skin generally at the moment feels great. I've been spending most time indoors with the isolation. You know, it just works. You know, if I get a little bit of irritation, a bit of soreness, a bit of redness, it really works on it and gets stuck in and brings your skin back to a nice healthy sort of sheen. Is that a weepers? I don't think it is. It's a red blotch there. But everywhere else, I'm really happy with that. I will reiterate the fact that I cannot get as close as this with the Feather Chevette. I'm getting better, but I'm nowhere near this close. But anyway, Barrister and Mann Diamond. For my money, it's one of the best scents on the market if you like things that are a bit out of the ordinary and make you smell a bit like a football pitch. That's what the soap looks like. There is the ingredients if you want to have a look. I'm pretty sure that this is the Glissant base. You can see right there, beer. And I can really smell it. The beer mixes with the grass scent, with the dirty, earthy scent, which I think is probably vetiver, I'm not sure. It's just a beautiful scent, well blended. The brush, not much more to say about this bad boy. It's a stunning brush. And to be... These, when I first seen these, I didn't like them. I didn't think the shape of them was particularly nice. The more you hold it, the more you look at it, the more it's in the den, the more you don't want to let go of them. And this is easily the most ergonomic brush in my den. It just sits perfectly. The grip's amazing. You can hold it any way you want. It just works. It's comfortable to hold. They're not, if I had my way again, I wouldn't put one of these in. This is just a little bit too scrubby for me, believe it or not. Soft enough tips, there's no scritch or scratch, it's just a bit scrubby. But it's still a fantastic brush, brilliant for head lathers. The Wolfman WR1 aluminium with 0.61 blade gap, on loan from Surjan. It's got a vintage blade in it. It's a great shaver, no doubt about it. It's a great shaving razor. It's not as good as a Carve, but it's nice. You know, it's nice. It's a nice shaver. That's all I can really put it. If I can't put it in that elite category for me, the best of the best, because I don't think it is. The WR2, this is a WR1 head. The WR2, which is out, I believe, having spoken to Alex or Oive Chapel, Alexander Kaplan. I've spoken with him, he's got loads of WR2s, absolutely loves them, rates them very, very highly. I can only imagine it's a better shave than that if he says so, because he didn't like the WR1. And finished off today with the Australian Private Reserve Essentials Restoration Peptide Concentrate Serum. And with that, happy shaves, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.